Greetings, fellow adventurers, and welcome to Hazards and Hijinks, the interactive fantasy tabletop role-playing improv comedy show. My name is Hero, and for once, I am not your dungeon master tonight, but don't you worry, we have a great show in store for you. In fact, it might be our greatest show yet. That's right, we got a special show for you with so many special goodies that I just can't contain myself. We know you could be anywhere in the world on a Friday night, and we are so very happy you are here with us. Well, first, right off the bat, let's talk about what kind of show this is. This is a charity fundraising session. So what we are trying to do is we are trying to raise funds for WRRAP. We're going to do that through our usual donation mechanic, which Captain Good and Plenty talked a little bit about. But as you remember, if you donate to us via our Venmo or directly through here on Twitch, we will get that information, we will throw it at our players, and we will get that much closer to tonight's goal. Now, we are setting a goal of $300 that we're trying to raise. I know it's ambitious, but I think we can do it. If we can't, anything we raise, anything you donate to us is going to be great. There's a couple rules that I want to get out of the way. Because we have so many potentials for a ton of different donations, we're going to have some of them unlocked based on the number of people donating. So if you donate $12 towards a big bad evil monster, you will be in the running. And if we get 5 of those, we will throw a big bad evil monster at our players. Likewise, if we get 3 traps, we'll throw a trap at our players. If we get 3 curses, we'll throw that at a player. And if we get 5 plot twists, we'll throw that at a player. All of the positive donations will apply automatically until we max out of those, and then those will just automatically contribute to the negative bonuses or the penalties, I should say, that we can throw at our players. If none of that made sense, I'll be in the chat moderating the whole time, reminding you of the donations throughout the show, keeping that hype train going until we can hit our goal or get damn well close to it. Well, I think I've said enough for tonight, so I'm going to turn it over to our actual dungeon master for the night. Put your hands together for everyone's favorite dungeon master, Jessamyn Prince as the dungeon master.
Hello, hello. Thank you all. Yes, go do the job that you're meant to do in the chat to get out of my show. Thank you. As Hero said, my name is Jessamyn Prince, and I'm going to be your dungeon master tonight here on Hazards and Hijinks, a very special charity event. We are tonight raising money for one of the most amazing organizations called WRRAP, W-R-R-A-P. Stands for Women's Reproductive Rights Assistance Project, and any money that you donate to us tonight will go to them and their mission of helping all people in all 50 states find funding and access to abortion and contraceptives. Super important. We are all here to support that. And with that, I will introduce our star-studded casts. We have some returning favorites and some guest stars that I cannot express my excitement over. It's too much. I can't do it. Don't ask me to. We'll start off with everyone's favorite martial arts master, Cal Yotsuya. Please come on in, Cal. And they will be playing Bricen, Margaritaville, a orc monk. How you doing tonight, Cal?
I'm doing great. Here to give a fun show.
How's Bricen doing tonight?
Oh, he's great. He's already got a mix going. It's going to be a lit night.
That is what I like to hear. Excellent. Next up on our roster, everyone's favorite abstract artist, Willow Segal. Come on in. Tonight, they will be playing Bubbles, Wrathknit, and Orc Berserker. How are we doing tonight?
I'm ready to punch some stuff. Let's do it.
That's what I like to hear. Everyone is making me so happy. I'm so happy to have you. We will give you lots of things to punch, I promise. Excellent, excellent. Show them off. I like it, yeah. And of course, everyone knows our favorite king and queen of comedy, Nico Dinisi. Come on in. They are playing Veryl, and tonight they are an elf berserker. Right, Veryl?
That's
what
right.
you are?
Yes, thank you.
Not a performer in any way, shape, or form?
Oh, back a very long time ago. But, aren't we always performing all the time, right?
Indeed, tonight you are, for me and my amusement. Thank you so much for coming, Veryl. Our two guest stars. I'm gonna calm myself. They are amazing. They are talented. They run their own channels, which we will talk about later. But just so you want to know, it's in there. It'll be in the chat. Just look for it. Their genius works. We will start with Abadonne Kilbride tonight playing Endis, Nigh, an elf monk. Welcome so much to our insane little show. We are very excited to have you.
Thank you so much for having me. I have been so excited about this all week. I was ready to vibrate through the floor.
Fantastic. Me too. Thank you so much for being here. Everyone check out Sister City's Divine Intervention, both of which can be found on Exquisite Corpse Presents. That is a Twitch channel home for unusual TTRPG content. And of course, next, our other guest star who I'm so excited to have here on the show, Mallorie Mize, playing Cupcake, a gnome engineer. Welcome to our show, Mallorie. We are honored. How are you doing tonight?
Inviting me, y'all. I'm already having a blast, and we've only done pre-show.
I know. It's a fun pre-show. Y'all are missing out. I'll just say that. But yes, Mallorie here runs and produces the Twitch channel Homebrews and Homebodies for all your tabletop and video gaming needs. And they're playing Cupcake, and we are so excited to have you. I would like, since we have our guest stars playing new characters, new to our audience, would you mind introducing yourself? Come on back, Abadonne. Tell us a little bit about Endis Nigh. We're just so curious.
I am Endis Nigh. I am a scholar in my spare time, and I am also an esteemed monk of the Order of the Reading Fist. I like to hang out with Cupcake. I like to spend my time learning, investigating, figuring the world out. And I don't like it when I'm prevented from doing those things.
Understandable. We love a hungry mind here on our show. Thank you so much. Mallorie, could you please tell me more about Cupcake? I need to know.
So, Cupcake is a baker / arms dealer. I once tried to make a pie for somebody, and they said they wanted it to pop, and so I made it happen. But I found out I'm a bit better at other things.
You found your skills though, and that's what's important.
Yeah.
Excellent. Thank you. Everyone in the chat, let's welcome our amazing guest stars. And shall we start our adventure for the night? Please remember, this is an interactive show. You are all welcome to be a part of it just as much as our players are by putting donations in. You all know where to do it. The information is everywhere. I'm not here to spoon feed it to you. I'm here to run an amazing show. So why don't we get to it? We shall start deep in the woods, where we find Cupcake and
Ominous voice in the sky.
what?
I don't want to rock the boat right off the bat, but I believe it's tradition to start the show with a hearty huzzah
Do you do that?
every single time. I've never missed one.
Okay, it seems a bit
I can see in
gauche.
the
but-
chat we're already getting huzzahs. And I can see
Huzzahs,
the
shall
chat.
we? We'll get
Not that
everyone
I'm stepping on your
comes-
toes. I am.
No,
I am
it's
your
fine.
voice
It's
in the
fine. I
chat.
understand. You have tradition here. I
Okay.
will accommodate. How about on 3? We all give a nice hearty huzzah to please our elder DM. 1, 2, 3.
Huzzah!
I'm nothing but eager to give fan service. And if the fans want it, it happens. So yes, let's have Bubbles and Cupcake. Please join the stage. You find yourselves in a dark forest. You were merely traveling through to get back to our home. However, you found that all of your supplies have gone missing. You are unable to start a fire, unable to pitch a tent, and unable to light your way in the spooky, murky forest. Now, I know that Bubbles, you only just met Cupcake, but you found it upon yourself that you would escort her through this forest, and you're feeling quite responsible for this mishap. What do you do?
Hey, Cupcake. Do you know where my stuff was? I swear I had like a whole backpack on.
I think you did, but I don't quite know where it went.
Wait.
You
Didn't-
both hear chattering giggles from the darkness, little spurts of light flashing here and there, and you know that you are not alone.
Didn't you have a backpack? What?
No, I had a basket, but I don't know where my basket.
Snicker.
Okay.
Small voices
I
start
grab
calling you very
Cupcake.
stupid.
Well, that's
I grab Cupcake because Cupcake is like maybe a third of my size.
Yeah.
And I put her on my shoulders that I feel like she's more
Another
safe.
stack of dum-dums.
Whoever took my basket, if you eat out of the wrong end, you're gonna explode, and I hope you do.
You hear concerned gasps come forward, and your basket begins to float through the air towards you, being carried by 3 small pixies, their mouths slightly chalked with frosting. Inferior, you may take the pixies.
So we were just like hungry or whatever. So we saw it. It smelled good. So we started eating it. We're sorry. Please don't blow us up. It's not our fault.
Cupcake, what do you think?
Just give me the basket. Now, like, here, just, you know,
Well, you don't have to take that. We brought it back.
well, thank you. Take a Timothy for your troubles, but I'm
Okay.
keeping the basket.
All right. We're gonna take
Can-
this chocolate Timothy.
You do
Yes,
notice
the
they
chocolate
only carry a
Timothys.
basket and none of your other supplies. And
Yeah,
in fact,
there's
like
your
most
basket.
pixies, they will require a deal in order to get their things back.
Okay, how many Timothys does it take to get the backpack back?
It'll take an adventure. You gotta go on a quest for us to get the backpack. And
What?
if you
No.
want contents of the backpack, you have to overthrow the Fey Queen. And if you want the contents of the basket back, you gotta build a time machine and stop us from eating them.
Oh my god. I take Cupcake down and I just hold her like directly in front of my face. Listen, I'm supposed to be escorting you. I feel like I've already failed as your bodyguard. We can just take this basket and go home and I can deal with this later.
I can help. I can make more to go in the basket. I don't need the contents of the basket to be able to do my job. I do need one thing though. I turned to the pixies. Okay, so yes, all of that is fine, I guess. Time machine
Wonderful.
seems like a lot, but I need some of that supplies back if you want me to do a good job in the first place.
Well, yeah, we want the best. We're rooting for you. We're your biggest fans.
Okay, I love that. How about if you don't want us to go get everything in your little hideout? Here's my buddy, and I gesture down to the ground to my familiar. Stan can go with you. And you just put the things in the bowl and Stan will bring them back to us.
Hi, it's me, Stan. I'm a mixer. I mix things. I'll mix stuff for you. Want me to mix stuff up? I'll do it. It will be fun.
Well, I mean, that's not really what we have. We'll take it. Can we turn it into like a changeling or something gross?
No.
Too bad.
This is not what I wanted.
The pixies retreat with your familiar and the basket. Hopefully will return with something helpful as the dark starts to set in deeper and deeper. Meanwhile, we shall move to the Broken Taker Tavern, our favorite drinking hole, where Bricen is mixing up a lovely cocktail for Endis and Veryl, ready to show off his mixing abilities. Bricen, what are you making for them?
Well, you see, I put in some vodka I found, and then someone left some like tequila. I found it in one of the rooms. It was like half a bottle, so I figured I'd just throw that in there. And then there was some juice I found on one of the tables. Looks like someone didn't finish their juice, so I'm putting that in and just mixing it all together. It should taste really good, right?
Probably. You do notice that the usual bartender, the owner of this establishment, is giving you very curious and concerned looks over your choice of mixing beverages.
Nope. Nope.
It'll be fine.
No, you mix ale lager, and you put some stout in there, and that's called a fuck off.
As they debate the true nature of a fuck off, Endis, what are you doing?
I am seated beside Veryl, but I have a book open in front of me that I am pouring through as I kind of listen to the argument filter through the air around me, trying my best to drown it out until I get my drink.
And Veryl, what do you find yourself marinating on in this evening?
I'm commentating the argument, and I think I don't seem to be aware that Endis is reading. I just assume that she's still listening to me. Not that I really care. I'm just speaking out loud, commentating on the argument.
Here, let me pour this out for you, and then we'll see what a real fuck off is.
If you're
I'm
gonna
just saying,
pour
this
it,
is gonna.
pour it directly on the floor.
Endis, I
That's
think
all it's
that-
good for.
No,
I think they're
so,
actually going to fight, like physically.
Watch.
I'm
You know what? No,
I'm
give
looking
me
forward
your
to
best
this.
glasses, because this is gonna be the
Yeah.
best to drink.
The best
getting really
glasses I
heated.
got are those barrels over there. So get started, young man.
Do you
In
think if they
this
fight,
mo-
we'll still get our drinks?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, Bricen has a way of always getting the drink done no matter what. But what we really need to do is get Bricen to have a couple himself, and then we'll get a real show.
I mean, yeah.
As you snicker over the possibility of Bricen being drunk, the door to the tavern whooshes open in a forceful yet controlled act of magic that honestly smells like honeysuckle. You see petals float in on a warm breeze, and there, standing majestically, is a unicorn. This unicorn looks around, snorts the air, and in a very genteel voice asks, "Who will be my hero? Are there heroes here?
Well, do you have coin?
Are you a hero?"
For hire?
I don't think unicorns have pockets.
God damn it, Veryl! You know good God well that if a unicorn comes in here, or a minotaur comes in here, or anything with hooves and horns, they get free adventures.
Well, they could have used the free doormat before tracking in all that dirt and mud and what else? Whatever
Anything
else.
that touches my body is magical. That's magic dirt now.
That's magic shit, I think, actually. But I can't smell it because of the sickening honeysuckle smell that you filled this entire place with. It's tacky.
I need a hero. You are just rude. Will someone please help me? The queen of the Fey has stolen my sacred crown, the crown of seasons. It must be retrieved. Will a hero help?
I mean, well, we were in the middle of something, but Endis, what do you think?
First of all, did a unicorn like kill your whole family or something? Why are you so mad at this unicorn?
Well, they're just overrated, you know? It's like they didn't have to do, a unicorn doesn't have to do anything. They're just born, and they don't have to earn any titles. They don't have to fight with their siblings to take control of their family's estate. They're just magic. It's overrated.
I'd like to offer the unicorn some of my mix that I just made, some of my cocktail.
Speaking of offerings, we have some offerings from the audience. All three, Endis, Nigh, Bricen, and Veryl. The unicorn winks, and all of your weapons are enchanted for the rest of the show. That's right. Thank you, audience, for enchanting all of their weapons. Woo, woo, woo. Keep those.
Thank you, audience and unicorn.
Oh,
the unicorn is now my favorite.
I don't even know what that means for me.
The least I could do to help support this journey, the crown of seasons, is what my entire culture worships, and without it, we may crumble. Be successful. Find the queen of the Fae. Goodbye. And the unicorn drifts back out the door and trots off, leaving sparkles in her wake.
Well,
Didn't even try my drink.
yeah, well, they're too good for that. To answer your question, Endis, they're just overrated, but this one might be useful.
I mean, and a crown, that sounds interesting.
I know. I'd really like to take a look at that. And I think that once we acquire it, I'm sure someone will pay for it.
Certainly. I mean, how's the unicorn going to find us, right?
Oh, yes, that's right. You're Endis. You're so smart. We don't even have to. Okay, well, we won't talk about it because, I hear unicorns have very good long-range hearing. So, Bricen,
Yeah.
What say you if we'll split it 3 ways, just the 3 of us, unless the other cool adventurers somehow butt in. But what do you think?
That sounds great. I could definitely use that to just maybe when we're in the Fey realm. I was always interested in the kind of like liquor they have there. So maybe while we're traveling there, I can get some more ideas for some new great cocktails. So I'm down for this adventure. Let's go.
That crown could buy a lot of liquor.
We could get just destroyed in the Fey realm.
Absolutely.
Do a little bar crawl. Let's go.
I could really use some fairy wine too. It is my favorite.
Look at this face.
So.
Do you think I'm happy with what I just heard?
Yeah.
That beautiful, majestic unicorn just gave you enchanted weapons. You two are monks, for math's sake. You two hold yourselves to a higher standard. And you're a damn beast yourself.
Yes, I'm cursed to turn into a werebeast every month.
Quest exactly the way the unicorn asked. You can find somewhere else to live.
Okay, hold on.
I said my piece and I'm going to the back.
We had a contract. Okay.
You always say that, and every month I'm still here. So
That's right. Every month he does say that a lot. He'll forget.
We'll keep the crime in our back pocket just in case the opportunity to do crime and pilfer the crown arises.
Absolutely. No one has to know. And it's not a crime if we can't find the unicorn to give it back to her. So
You all hear a neigh come through your epic weapons. Don't you dare fuck me over.
Whoa. Don't like that.
Oh,
are you in the
bugged
weapon?
it.
The unicorn is inside our weapon.
The unicorn is inside our weapon.
She put
That
a piece
seems-
of her soul inside of our weapons, and my weapons are claws, so she's in my claws. Ugh.
That seems intimate.
Well, we might have to put those weapons to use because someone just donated 5 big bad evil monsters, $60, which means we have unlocked a big bad evil monster. Ominous voice in the sky, take it away.
In this moment, hearing of the true moral crimes that were about to be committed by this group to the most innocent and good among us, an angel drops down into the doorway, blinding light, searing all of you. You feel the ultraviolet penetrate your souls and burn the corruption that exists within you. And prepare for battle.
The greater good sounds pretty good right now. I think that we should help save these fairy folk from these pixie folk. I don't know what it was, but let's go save the unicorn. Let's go save her crown because I guess it'll stop a
it's
war.
Far too
or
late for
something.
that, Veryl. This angel is angry. You have committed crimes and you must pay.
but
You
you've
find
done-
all of yourselves blinded by this light and are under the blinded condition. As you hear the voice of the angel ring through the tavern as if 5 radio stations were on static all at the same time, but at different levels, just blaring nonsense into your mind. And first in initiative is somebody. I think I'm going to say, Bricen, you shall act first in initiative, since you have slightly more experience at the adventuring life. What would you like to do about being blinded or this angel attacking you?
I am blinded. I can't see, but I know someone made me blind, so I am just gonna swing out into thin air and see if I can land a hit with a simple attack.
All right, let's roll a simple attack. It is a d20 with 1d6 of damage. That's how this works, right? Voice in the sky?
It's just a 6.
That's what I thought.
6 for an attack.
Yeah, what was the d6
Our stream
on its own?
familiar. Our stream familiar.
All right, excellent. Bricen, you swing out blindly, making a couple of the other patrons in the bar have to duck away just so they don't get hit by your blade, but it does make contact with the angel and does 6 points of damage. That would be Endis next. What kind of attack would you like to do, Endis?
Endis,
Or you don't have to do an attack.
I am going to close my eyes entirely and begin to meditate. I'm a monk. I don't need my eyes to see. And I am going to try and... I'm going to pinpoint the origin of the voice and start walking toward it.
Excellent. Absolutely. I'm going to call that an investigation check, which you do have an ability in.
Yes.
So that'll be a d20 plus 1d6, please. That is a 10. That is not enough to help you find this angel. Unfortunately, you are quite discombobulated. However, if you would like to still attempt an attack, I will let you do it.
Sure, why not? The angel came ready to fight, so why not?
Oh, can I aid?
Ah, excellent. We're getting an aid from Veryl. Let's roll a d20 to see if that aid is successful or a hindrance.
I also don't need eyes to see because I have heightened senses.
Ooh, that is a hindrance. So we are going to do a nothing. We're going to do a nothing. I'm afraid, Veryl, you step in front of Endis as they are lunging forward to try to attempt to get this angel, and you are all wrapped up and discombobulated into each other. However, that does make it your turn. What would you like to do?
Okay. I think that I'm going to need to go full beast mode, so I'm going to unleash, if I may, unleash Crestfallen Bestial Moon.
Slaughter? Absolutely, my favorite, truly. Excellent choice.
Okay, all right.
That means you will be adding a d6 to your attack. Would you like to do a simple, standard, or power?
Power.
Power attack. Excellent choice. This is going to be 4d6 then of damage.
I hate angels. Okay, let's do it.
15 damage. You hear the static wail and a high-pitched squeal as you do a solid amount of damage. However, this scream is the scream of an angel which pierces your eardrums, and all of your ears begin to bleed as you take 1d8 of damage, which will be 5 damage to each of you. So just a reminder, head on into your stats and make that change so our audience knows exactly where you're at and how close you are to dying.
Oh, I have to do math.
Oh, also, that was D6, right? No, D8. Help me. Math. It was a D8 and we rolled
That was
a 5. So we do a certain amount of damage. Let me look that up. Goodness, you have so many notes for running the show. It's a lot. It's a lot for everybody. So we're going to give everyone the choice to either take 4 points of damage or have something very bad happen. So, Bricen, would you like to take 4 points of damage or have something very bad happen?
I think they'll take the damage.
You'll take the damage.
I can take it.
You can take it. Endis, you have the same AC, which I am giving you the same offer then.
I'm gonna take the damage because I don't know what this angel's capable of.
Excellent. And Veryl, you are a little tougher, which means you can take 3 points of damage or have something just bad happen.
I'll take 3 points of damage.
Excellent. I love watching you all bleed. Fantastic. It is now the angels' turn. Top of the round. They are going to do another scream. Again, they come with no weapons. They're merely an entity of light that is blinding you. You are all still blinded. And I let out another angelic scream for another D8. That's a 7. Oh, that's bad. All right, so it's a fuck ton of damage, or you get thoroughly screwed over. So it's not just really bad, just really, really, really bad. Really, really, really bad. So again, Bricen and Endis, you both have the same AC, which means you have the option of 6 points of damage. Something really, really, really bad happens.
You know what? You only said really, really, really bad, not really, 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 really bad. So I think I'm gonna take that.
All right, excellent choice.
That's not
Endis?
bad.
It's too early to die, so I'm gonna take the bad thing.
Excellent, excellent. And Veryl, you only have 2 really, really bads or 5 points of damage to take. Your choice.
How many points? You said something really, really bad can happen.
Really,
or I
really
can
bad,
take
or you can
5
take
points.
5
Oh,
points.
let's have something bad happen because I don't want to lose any more points.
Sure, excellent. In this moment, you hear in your mind being translated for you the angel giving you its decree that you all must attempt to save the crown of seasons and return it to the unicorn should you be banished to hell otherwise, and you find yourselves transported. And we will find out where they all end up in a little bit. But meanwhile, we head back to Cupcake and Bubbles, wandering through the forest, wondering if they will ever get their basket things and familiar back. You have been set upon a quest to overthrow the Fey Queen. And what are you doing?
Well, they said they were gonna bring back the basket before we start, right? Because you need the stuff to do a good job.
I mean, yeah, that's what I.
They
so
may
you
have
guys-
not brought back a basket, but the audience members have given you a health potion. That's right, they gave you a magic potion that can restore your EP or your HP at your discretion. Wow, poor timing. The other cast really could have used that.
It seemed like they wanted Stan as almost a sacrifice, so I'm assuming I get something back from that, but I don't know.
Should we just?
You're wrong.
Out of the bushes, a very regal pixie appears with her minions behind her. I understand you've made some sort of accord with my younglings. I'm so sorry. They're new to making deals. Would you mind
Can I
explaining to me?
please make a charisma check to flirt with this beautiful, beautiful woman?
Absolutely. Please.
I do not have advantage in charisma.
No, so it'll just be a D20.
That sounds about right. Okay, I fall to my knees and I say, girl.
No,
The,
no. How about you? You seem to have a head on your shoulders. Could you please explain to me what my children have agreed to?
Yes. I had a basket. He had a backpack. They were both full of things. They took those away, and I told them in exchange for Timothy's that if I could just have some of my supplies back, and he could have some of his supplies back, not all of it. We don't want to be greedy here, and also Timothy's, as many Timothy's as they could want. We just need some of our supplies back so we can finish the quest that they would like us to go on.
I see. So they rightfully took the things that they found in the forest, and then you came demanding them back. without fulfilling the agreement of destroying the Fey Queen?
Yeah, that's totally what happened. They're trying to crawdad us, and I'm like, no, I'm not for it. I'm
At
not
the very
for it.
least, I would like stand back as he was not a part of our agreement.
That Stan really likes it. Stan's having the time of Stan's life. They're like,
Stan
wow,
did
Nazi
tell me.
workers are having such a great time. Oh, wow, it's so awesome. We're definitely not crawdadding him or doing weird stuff with his feet.
We would never. We're not into feet stuff. But how about this? Let's reassess this agreement. We have some things that you want, and you are capable adventurers. It seems to me, looking at you, that should we give you your supplies, that you could be capable of overthrowing the Fey Queen. But I need some kind of assurances, you understand? So would you pledge your souls to me? And then I'll give them back as soon as the Fey Queen is destroyed, I promise.
I throw myself on the ground, said, I will do literally whatever you want.
Oh, wonderful. It's like a pawn shop. I'm just holding it until you can bring back what it is.
Yeah,
that
I
you
don't know
promised.
what that is. Just it's cool. You're so pretty.
Oh, that one's cute. I like him now. Okay.
I will explain to Bubbles what a pawn shop is later. But sure, I guess it's not like I have a lot of one left anyway, so take it.
Wonderful. We have an official contract. See, children, this is how it's done.
But we're chaotic in nature. We don't understand like bureaucracy and contracts and whatnot. We're not neutral like you.
I knew I should have had you spend more of your childhood in the Fey realm. Some things are just cultural, you understand. I'm wonderful. And you see all of your supplies, all of the things that you've ever had or needed, and along with these 2 brand new health potions, are returned to you. And you have also your familiar back. I will say he smells a little bit like roses.
I did not enjoy that experience at all. Did not have fun. Did not like it. They messed up all my settings, so now like fast is really slow and slow. Just makes me say hateful things like I'm really frustrated at butterflies. I think they're overrated, and I don't like them, and I don't like that.
We will work on that.
They did weird stuff to my feet, my little feet pads. They did weird stuff.
Yeah.
Well, let's not get into what did and didn't happen to somebody's feet.
We did super weird stuff.
To make this easier on you, I have a little insider information, and I know that the Queen of the Fae is currently taking a vacation here in this realm at the Glade of Beauty. So if you can find the Glade of Beauty, you'll find that minx, and just really stick it to her, you know, just that she's all up on her high horse about being the queen, and I'm honestly sick of it. So just, just murder her. Okay, great, wonderful. And the entire pixies burst into little lights again and float off into the forest. And you feel, as they leave, a small tug on deep within your sternum, just a little signal that now your soul has a tag on it, and it is being tracked.
But along with that tag, you also get epic weapons. That's right. The audience has granted both of you epic weapons as well. And as a general update, we are now 2 plot twists away from activating the plot twist. So send us 2 more plot twists and we will activate the plot twist and change up the show for tonight. Or keep contributing to those big bad evil monsters and let's throw another angel at these people. That would be a lot of fun. Bye.
They are fun. So with all of this, Bubbles, Cupcake, what do you do?
So I come back to like sort of consciousness now that pretty girl isn't looking at me anymore. So to recap, we are supposed to go kill someone for me to impress that beautiful woman.
Yes, and for our souls back. I think you missed that part. It was
Oh,
when you were
this is the
groveling on the ground.
best day of my life. Let's go.
Noted. Okay, sure.
So I guess we need to find the Glade of Beauty. Stan, any ideas?
Yeah, so if it was up to me, I would think, you know, since we're in the deep darkest woods and all, and it's like a fey enchanted place, I would say we go Swarth and then maybe Weiss for a little bit, and then close our eyes, and then maybe just go Nauth. I think that would be really helpful, you know.
Is this what he means when he said they messed up his settings?
I mean, I would hope, but truthfully, he's never been very good with direction. He's really good at going around in circles, and that's about it.
Eventually you find your way where you're going. It's usually where you started.
Welcome to my life all the time.
That's a Stan mix-up. You can write that down and write in a book.
Wow, what a guy. Okay. All right. What do you think?
Well, there's got to be something somewhere if we walk far
I mean,
enough.
like, if you don't trust my directions, you could always try like a nature check if either of you are trained in that. Or if you're not, you could just do like a general wisdom check and take your chances.
I will make a nature check, which I am proficient in. Thank you so much, Stan. That was such a good idea.
Stan is sometimes very insightful.
The Glade of Beauty near us?
Yeah.
Yeah, any information about the Glade of Beauty nature check, please.
All right, you heard that. Let's roll a d20 plus a d6 for a nature check to see if they can find their way. 23. Goodness. Yes. You, Willow, Bubbles, you find that your mind has been focused intensely. You listen to the crunches of the leaves and the twisting of the wind through the branches, and hear far, far away the light singing of what must be the Fey Queen. And you follow that instinct. And with that, we are going to take a very short little break so that all of our casts can rehydrate and take care of their needs. We will be back in 5 minutes.
That's right, folks. 5 minutes. And as you saw, our donations are currently at 94. So we're almost 1/3 of the way to our goal. That's fucking insane. Let's raise some more money. And big shout out to Jessamyn, who's doing a great job. Give them some love. Share it with your friends on social medias. Let's get as many eyes on this as possible. We'll be back in 5. Bye.
Welcome back. Thank you so much for being here after the break. It warms my empty heart. Let's get back into this adventure. Endis, Bricen, and Veryl have been transported chaotically through the realm in a matter of moments. Endis and Bricen, getting the worst of it, find themselves suddenly soaked up to their waists as they realize they are standing in a glistening pool surrounded by nymphs and pixies and fairies, with a gorgeous matriarch perched upon a throne of flowers, wearing a glistening crown that seems to be made out of what looks like petals, except you realize they're not petals, they are gemstones that have been carved into the shape of petals. And she looks down at you all very confused. Veryl, on the other hand, has been transported into a bush about 20 feet that way. The bush has thorns, I will say. Endis, what do you do?
Look for the edge of the pool. The first thing I want to do is get out of this water and look around to see if I see Veryl. And presumably he's in the bushes, so I don't. So
You hear screaming from all of the pixies and fairies as they cover themselves, quite startled by your presence.
Oh my gosh! I can't believe this!
Sorry. Didn't mean to interrupt your pool party or whatever is happening here. Took an unexpected trip. I'm Endis.
Okay, fellow Fey, these things happen. Tell your friend to get out of the bramble patch and join the party.
Veryl, darling.
Well, I'm
This is a
trying.
party?
It's always a party in the deepest, darkest forest.
Does that mean you have booze?
Mortal, we have booze that'll turn you into stone if we feel like it.
Do you have booze
Oh,
that'll make me
no.
drunk?
Don't take anything they offer you.
You see the queen sitting upon her throne, giggling a little bit and then leaning forward with a deep southern drawl. And yes, this will be you, Inferior, playing the queen of the Fae. Take it away.
Hey, I know you.
Yeah, you do.
Don't play games. Not with us. Not this time. I know your ways.
What are they?
Oh, you always use your status as the fairy queen or fey queen, whatever. I always forget what they.
I'm queen of more than just fairies. I like satyrs, pixies, drones, maenads, red caps, gnomes, elves like you, Duergar on occasion, and unicorns.
You know, it's really convenient how you can say that you're the queen of everything when you don't even live in the same realm as us. So it's real convenient. It's just all lip service, really.
I'm so sorry, I was unaware that I had to actively be involved in my subject's life. I didn't know you wanted me to be an authoritarian. I was kind of doing the whole like laissez-faire socialist model, but if you want, you know, we can go back to the dark days. We can bring the Fey Lords back, the queen of ice and air, and she can just freeze everything and force y'all to dig in mines.
I don't like that.
Oh, I forgot about what.
No, it's
That
your
sounds
fault.
fun.
Elves don't remember history. That's why you're such beautiful, mercurial in the moment creatures.
Oh, it's not that simple, I swear. I can't believe I ever worked with you. I can't believe I ever even gave you a second of my time. You know, you never pay up front. You never. It's all of your. It's always bargaining with you. You know, but what do you need me to give you to take me out of these brambles? I can't get out. I'm stuck.
Endis, as Veryl starts to bicker very pettily with the Queen of the Fae, what do you do?
I was originally moving toward Veryl to start trying to extract him from the thorn bush that he's in, but seeing that there is some kind of something going on between the two of them, I am going to move closer to the throne, placid expression on my face, no weapons drawn, as if I'm trying to hear the Fey Queen better. And I'm just gonna wait.
All right, you don't approach the throne directly. You leave a little space between you and the throne for now?
Yes.
Okay, then I won't ask for a roll quite yet. Bricen, you find yourself in the middle of a pool party. What are you doing?
Oh my gosh, you're so much fun.
Thanks. I noticed the crown and I'm like, oh, interesting. They said they also rule unicorns. So remembering that,
does.
the unicorn
Yeah.
talked to me through my now magic weapon, I'm gonna whisper to my magic weapon and see if the unicorn responds back and be like, hey, excuse me, unicorn. Is that the crown? Is that the right crown on there? And see if the unicorn will respond to me through my magic weapon.
I can't see through this thing. There's not a camera in it or something. So it's a crown. It looks like petals, but it's made out of crystals. You see something like that, that's it. Okay.
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna go ask for it back then. Okay.
Oh, sweetie, good luck. Here, shots.
Hi, excuse me.
Shots. Where are you going? Why?
You find yourself getting wrapped up in a couple of these nymphs that are quite eager to get you to take shots with them. And unfortunately, you will not be able to approach the throne on this particular moment.
Shot.
Veryl, are you still arguing with the Queen of the Fae? Or are you now putting hands on her? Because that is the impression that I am getting.
I'm sulking. I'm
Oh.
just frustrated that no one will take me out of these brambles. I can't do anything.
Well, I thought the little baby boy could do it himself.
You do have many options, Veryl, to try to get yourself out of this mess.
I have options.
Yes, you could do a simple attack against the bush to free yourself, or perhaps an athletics check.
Okay, well, all right. Yes, I'll do an athletics check, and I will jump out of the. I'll kick myself out of the brambles.
Well, since you're kicking, I'm going to call it an acrobatics check and give you a d6 to this d20. You're welcome.
Oh.
We got a critical failure on our hands.
Well, Veryl, you tell me, how does this go terribly wrong for you?
Well, it turns out that these brambles are alive and about the Fey Queen. So they just tightened up around me and now I really can't get out.
Oh, cuddle.
Yes, absolutely. You are now completely held in place by these vines that start poking and pinching, and little strings of blood come and trickle down. And
Oh, yeah.
what are you doing in this moment?
Seeing that Veryl is now completely trapped, I turn to the Fey Queen and say, Your Highness, I would hate to impose upon your authority, and I know that Veryl immediately picked a fight, but would it be possible to free my companion?
We were just having some fun with the bitter ivy leaf. Release him, Ted.
You feel the brambles loosen around you as Ted sort of lets out a very disappointed grunt. This really doesn't get to do much around here except for restrain trespassers. So
I want to be an artist.
Also, he wants to be an artist.
You'll get your chance, Ted. I told you, you subdue 50 mortals and I'll let you paint a painting.
Now, Endis, is there anything else you would like to ask the Queen?
Your Highness, I know that you said that elves don't know much about history, but I'm something of a scholar myself, and I noticed your crown. It's absolutely beautiful.
Oh,
Is it
stop.
ancestral or?
Well, when I transcended into my Eladrin form, and I was no longer a moth, but instead this beautiful mercurial entity of the autumn, it just gifted atop my head. I think it was composed from the pupa of my ascension. But yeah, I mean, like, it's technically part of me. You're seeing it as a physical manifestation of a crown, but in fact, it's probably my soul or whatever.
That's so
That's-
interesting.
That is interesting. Wait, okay, don't you remember though, Endis, that the unicorn said that they had a crown very similar, right? So like maybe
Wait.
the Fey Queen
No,
based the
no,
crown
but-
off of the unicorn's
No.
crown.
Mortal.
No.
Mortal.
Me?
Yes, you.
Hi.
Please untangle yourself from my many fays and come here, please.
Okay. I'm gonna come on over.
Bryson, you
Alright.
do hear the unicorn whisper to you through your weapon. She's so lying. You know that, right?
Of course I do.
Well, things are about to get interesting because we just got 3 more unlocks of the plot twist. So, Dungeon Master, this seems like a perfect time to throw a plot twist at our players.
Plot twists. Love them. My favorite. So the Fey Queen asks you to approach her throne. And as you do, and finally lay a foot at the precipice, you feel your foot sink into the stone, and the stone suddenly bursts away into a mountain of butterflies, and the entire Fey party has vanished. Were they ever there in the first place? Was it merely a mirage? Does the Fey Queen exist? You don't know, but you look at your weapons and they are still glowing, and you hear the unicorn say, "Don't fuck me over." What do you do, Bryson?
Well, before you do that, Bryson, you do find 2 health potions from the audience. Oh, we're getting a lot of donations here tonight. Keep them coming.
You better start doing
Ooh.
some more damage so you can use those.
Wow. Well, okay. I tried to find out more information about the Fey Queen, but the crown, but you know, she just disappeared. So maybe I should, you know, investigate a little bit and see if I can find anywhere she might have gone, disappeared to. I'd like to make an investigations
Bryson.
check.
Bryson is skilled in investigation, so it's going to be a d20 plus a d6. We'll find out how well you do. A 7. Oh.
Wait.
So
Oh yeah. Yeah.
you notice that even the cups that they were drinking from have all vanished. And you honestly start wondering to yourself if maybe you did poison the group earlier back at the bar and it was all just a hallucination. Veryl, what are
been-
you doing in this moment?
Well, first I'm gonna tell everyone I told you so about Fey Queen. She's always pulling stunts like this, and then I'm going to, let's see. Ooh. Well, okay. So I want to check. I want to look at everything. I want to see where we're at. I want to assess the situation. So, are we on solid ground, or are we in like some type of limbo space? Are we in a forest? Like, now that everything has disappeared, where are we? How well can we see?
Sure. Would you like to roll some kind of check to determine that?
I'd like to roll a perception check, even
Excellent.
though I don't like have a skill or anything like that.
Yeah, but it depending on what you roll is how much I'll tell you.
Okay.
Just a d20. 16, not bad. Okay. You notice that you essentially topography wise seem to be in exactly the same spot you were before, except trees that were once lush with life are now sort of dull and malnourished. None of the flowers are blooming, and the water doesn't seem to be running quite as clear as it was mere moments ago. Endis, in this strange new reality, what are you doing?
feeling the vein in my forehead starting to pulse because we were getting there and then we weren't. I am thinking back to what I know about the Fae. I'd like to roll history to see if I know anything about where she might have gone, where she traditionally hangs out.
Fantastic. You are proficient, so this will be a d20 plus a d6. 8. Yikes. Yes, you definitely know that there are places she goes. That's about what you got. Yeah. Meanwhile, we find ourselves back with Cupcake and Bubbles searching for the Glen of Beauty and finding it quite easily. Bubbles, you open up into a glade with a little waterfall trickling down with a small little brook bubbling through just bright green, lush, soft grass. And nymphs are laying and eating grapes, and you see pixies hanging little flower garlands across branches. And over on a giant set of lush pillows, you see what appears to be the Queen of the Fae wearing a gorgeous crown. What do you do?
Well, I'm gonna first get a lay of the land. Can I do a nature check to see if there's any like physical environmental things that might be of use to me when I try to kill this woman?
100%. You are proficient, so that's a d20 plus a d6. 22. Wow. Okay. So, lay of the land, very much. You've got like we see some nice rocks in the area that seem very good for smashing things that are kind of like bugs. Definitely any of these tree branches could be easily broken off and turned into some sort of weapon. Of course, you have everything also on your pack. And your biggest thing when you're thinking is about speed. A lot of these creatures are not particularly tough, but they can fly and they are fast. The nymphs also can easily transport themselves to one tree or another, wherever they want within like a 50-yard radius. So they can move on you. So whatever you do, you're gonna want to act swiftly. Anything else you'd like to know with that high of a roll? I'll give it to you.
Is there anything that is like seeming to be happening socially with the nymphs, or like what's going on? What's the tea?
You definitely hear some gossip happening. The queen is very much acting like she's not listening, but you can tell that she is. With some of the pixies are going back and forth about how, like, God, unicorns, they really hold their grudge. Like, oh my God, I can't believe
You
it.
just
They
need to
sent
let
some
it
people.
go. It's not a big deal.
And you definitely seem the queen seems miffed right now. Like she's sort of swirling her wine very aggressively.
Okay, so we have to kill her.
Want the whole like soul tugging thing to stop. Do you think she prefers like Henry's or maybe Karen's? Because like if we get her to eat one really fast, she'll just blow up from the inside, and then this is not our problem anymore.
Well, then, yeah, we can like go present her with gifts. She's a queen. Right?
Exactly. It's an offering.
Down here.
Hello.
Hi, my name's Ted. I'm a bramble bush, but I've been given the animated spell, so I'm alive. I couldn't help but overhear you thinking about attacking someone in the Fey Court.
No,
just offering a small slice of
I
Karen.
distinctly heard kill, and I want to be an artist, and I need to capture 5 mortals, and I've already caught one today, so I think I'm gonna.
You find yourself both restrained by this bramble bush, which slowly starts squeezing you tighter and tighter, sending little thorns into the air, and the court all turns quickly and acknowledges your presence. And you see the queen very cross of having to deal with intruders now for the second time on her little party.
this never happens in the festering jungle. I have to say, I'm just sick of this. Oh, but he's super cute. So can we like play with him and then drown him in this body of water? Oh my God, yes. We didn't get to do that to the last arc. Can we do it to this arc? Shot. Girls, you can absolutely drown this mortal at your content once I figure out why they are here and threatening me. Hello. I'm the queen of the autumnal Fey Court. Are you associated with any unicorns or cyclops or any other parties that
Whoa. Unicorns are real?
Oh, sugar plum, they're super duper real.
I've been a farmer for 18 years. And I did, wow. Cool. Sorry,
Yeah, there's a whole community of them down in Unicorn Hole. They just right yonder past Sorth, and then you make a turn west, and then you're there in Unicorn Hole.
Oh my God. Cupcake, after this, can we go to Unicorn Hole? It sounds like a gay club, and I want to be there.
I mean, I also enjoy a gay club, so sure. If we get out of this alive, let's absolutely go to the gay unicorn club. I am in.
Yeah,
As
unfortunately.
if hearing that, get out alive comments, the Timothy bush tightens around you, and we officially begin the combat of this scene. You both take some damage. Let's roll a d6, please. Yikes. So yes, you can either take 5 points of damage or something really bad can happen.
I'll take the damage.
All right.
I'll take the damage. That's
Excellent choice.
horrible.
Excellent choice. It is now going to be Bubbles' turn. Bubbles, what would you like to do in this now clearly a life-threatening situation?
So with the health potion that I got earlier, I've been wearing it around my neck. And what I'm going to do, because my arms are like tied like this, I'm going to put it between my giant, massive pecs. And I'm going to grab it like this and drink it by just using my giant orc head.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Great.
I can roll an athletics check to do that.
No, you're good. You're good. You earned that. Bubbles,
Thank you.
what would you like to do with your turn?
I would like to.
Wait, do I get all my HP back?
You get all your HP back. Yes, sorry.
Yay.
100% of it.
Because my hands are in a similar fashion, I'd like to just swing as hard as I can to get something to pop out of my basket. Preferably the bomb side, but...
All right. I think then I'm going to just make this a pure chance roll. We're going to roll something in a second. You tell me odd or even, Bubbles. I'm not Bubbles, sorry, Cupcake. Odd or even?
Even.
Even. Let's roll a d6 and see what you get. That is a 4, even. All right, tell me what helpful thing pops out of your basket.
I'm gonna call it a Henry pops out of my basket, which it looks like what people would assume a cupcake looks like, but that's very rude because I am not a thing to be consumed. I'm a person and I'm named Cupcake. These are obviously Henrys. But the small candle that sits on top of a Henry traditionally just maybe burns more than people would think it would in a very short amount of time because it's actually a wick.
I see. And I'm guessing you want to do some damage to this bramble that's
Yes,
holding
please.
you? Excellent.
I would like it to let me go.
Excellent. I'm going to call that a simple attack. Yeah. Just roll a d6. Let's see how much damage you can do to my...
I'm going to use my action to aid.
Excellent. First, we'll do a d20. Let's see if Bubbles' aid is successful. That is a success. So that is going to now be 2d6 that we roll for damage.
That is correct.
All right then. 3.
I sure do. We all do.
Sure, that's right. Everyone does.
This audience rocks.
Yeah.
Holy gosh, 15 damage to our poor little bramble here. The whole thing really withers and burns and crackles. You can sort of hear like the gurgle as it slowly dies around you. And you are now free and unrestrained. Also, though, it is now the Fey Queen's turn. So she is going to do a D8 attack.
Yeah, I am. I'm gonna wave my hand and like cast a really nasty spell, your general. It's not gonna work though. It's not really gonna work the way I want it to. I'm a little overwhelmed. I've had a day. Y'all, I've had a day.
And for a fairy queen, honestly, that's been a lot, clearly. So you have two options here. You can either take 1 point of damage or have something kind of silly happen. What would you like?
Oh, us?
Yes.
I would love for something silly to happen.
Yeah, I'm also gonna go with the silly thing. That's
A silly thing, because this is a boss, so like something is going to happen. So we're going to. So she waves her hands at you, and in an attempt to set all your clothes on fire, but instead she just makes your clothes super fire, and you now have like a makeover.
Seriously, Fey Queen, we want that handsome himbo in this pool. We are going to drown him before he drowns us. Hot!
In fact, I'm going to have Bubbles. Do you have the charisma ability?
I sure don't.
You sure don't. Yep. No, you really don't.
Part of the charm is that I have no charm.
Exactly. However, Cupcake here does have some charm. So I'm going to let's do a D20 plus a D6 free charisma roll. We're going to see if maybe we can change the queen's mind. Oh, that does it. Her nymphs have convinced her. Her own magic has done something she never really expected. And she seems to sort of really want to let you guys be chill and sort of is inquiring on what your intentions are here in the Glen of Beauty.
My monarchy is based on the principalities that a makeover can accomplish a great many things. And you all are fabulous. So what's with all the hostility?
This was a whole misunderstanding. There was never any hostility. We are here to bring you a gift, which my associate here will tell you about because it is handmade.
Not gonna like blow up or poison me or do something
No,
ridiculous.
No.
Because I'm like super powerful, and you hit that one shot. The magic failed that one time because I was having a day. But if y'all betray me after we just became like super tootsies, I will rip out your spines and use them as loofahs.
Hot.
Yeah, very fair of you. Gotta say that might be my favorite threat I've ever gotten.
Okay.
I'm very good at my job, and it gets me a lot of threats a lot of the time. And I would just like to say that one, super cool. But like, why would I ever come at you when this just happened? Like, I've never looked this good in my life.
Maybe you're like stuck in some silly Fey bargain with my sister who's constantly trying to take my throne from me. Or maybe you've been shanghaied into a deal where now you're working for some homicidal unicorn who thinks that they should rule when they should just stick to running their nightclubs. I don't know. There's any number of nefarious plots going on here in the Feywild.
Well, we didn't catch that, but we are super into baked goods, and we just wanted to share.
Yeah, I've got some Timothy's, I've got some Karen, I've got some Henry over here. If like Eliza's more your speed, I've got some of that in here too.
Do you have an Ezekiel or possibly like a fresh baked Xavier would be perfect?
I've got a blueberry Xavier in here, or if you would rather do like a blackberry or a boysenberry, I've got Ezekiel's of those.
I will take any berries. I'll take all the berries.
Here, just take all three of them. Whatever one floats your boat first. We heard about this fabulous Fey Queen, so just take all of it.
I'm gonna have some more of this wine. We're gonna have something of an appetite, and then I'm gonna nosh on these. Y'all, if you go into the nymph pools, they will drown you. You will have the best time of your life, but then they will immediately drown you because
So
just heads up.
You'll get wet and you'll like it. Yes. However, in this moment, you both feel a deep tug within your soul, and you know that it is not your soul that belongs to you. So I, as the DM, must question, is there anything special about these pastries, Cupcake?
Oh yeah. I offered them from the explosive side, and then the other side is still full. So if anybody else asks me for a pastry, they can have one from the not explosive side. So if they eat them in front of her, everything's fine.
Fantastic. All right, we are going to do one more persuasion roll with a d6 to see if the fairy queen does eat the pastries right away, or if she's not in the mood yet.
So is that odd or even?
It's a d20 plus a d6 for persuasion. That's an 8. So she
aid?
seems.
I'm gonna aid. Wait, I'm gonna aid.
All right, let's see if an aid.
You're gonna need to burn some EP because
I am happy to burn some EP. Let me burn some EP.
Burn some EP.
I'm gonna burn some EP. Oh, here's how I'm gonna burn the EP.
Do it.
I'm gonna look at the queen and I'm gonna say, do you remember there's this movie that the title will not be mentioned because it is a Disney animated film, but it centers on a cooking rodent. And in this film
about fettuccine.
Yeah, okay, yeah, fettuccine.
I love gory films. I've been to Gory Land. It's fantastic.
So there's this part where our hero fettuccine takes a bite of one food and takes a bite of another food and then bites them together. There's fireworks going off in his head. This is like what Cupcake makes are these incredible things where if you eat multiple at the same time, the sensory experience is just unlike anything. I mean, I don't know how into you guys live in the woods. I don't know what your magic mushroom situation is, but I guarantee you this will top that. And I'm gonna use 4 EP to make this super convincing, really invoke the spirit of fettuccine.
I accept your offer of 4 EP, and she now will not only eat 1, but 2 at the same time, which means definitely damage is going to be doubled. Inferior voice.
I was thinking to myself, like, this dumb brick of a man is melting my heart because he's pitching the wildest 3-way that I've had this week. But then I realized you were literally talking about eating both of these things at the same time, and you are such a sweet soul. Like, I cannot wait to take you away to the Feywild and just fuck your brains out for like 900 years and then drop you back in the real world and watch you turn into dust because like Tom catches up with you. That's going to be so much fun. But first, I'm going to nosh on these Xaviers.
All right, inferior voice in the sky. What sort of damage do you think we should be doing here?
Well, Cupcake, tell us more about your explosion devices.
Make me an argument. Tell us what we're doing.
So Xavier's and Ezekiel's are both sort of medium-sized pastries, if you will.
Sure.
And Xavier would be what I would assume people that are not gnomes, obviously, because we know that what you all call food names are actual people names. But they would be what I believe you all would call like a tart, and perhaps what is the word, like a one of those miniature pie things or whatever.
Pie. Sure.
Yeah, those are what those are. Quiche size, if you will, but berry filled. That amount of explosive.
I would say that those would be 2 consecutive standard attacks with the additional 1d6 from the epic weapon. So that is 6d6. And then because she is lulled into a false sense of security, I'd add 2 more for a total of 8d6.
8d6. You heard them. Let's see what we get. 8d6. Do you want to know her HP right now? She's 27. You beat 27. She's dead. It's possible.
Yeah.
Oh
You
wow,
s-
these are hot.
yes, literally. She takes
as
one bite
she-
and her brain explodes.
As she explodes, can I grab the crown out of midair?
Give me an acrobatics check.
I have acrobatic ability.
I know.
Or
that's why-
athletics, sorry.
Sorry, give me an athletics check. Thank you. So it's 20 plus a d6. 18. You like straight up do this amazing like action movie moment where you step on a rock and then you step on the head of a nymph and you go even higher and you grab this spinning perfect crystal crown out of the sky and land it, holding it so carefully as if it itself is an explosive pastry. And with that, we are going to go into our second break of the evening and find out what will happen next with the Crown of Seasons. Will there be a new war to be fought now that the Fey Queen is dead? Who will take the vacuum of power? Thank you all so much for being here. Thank you all so much for the donations. We are having so much fun.
We're at
will be back.
175, which means we have unlocked another plot twist.
Ooh.
So we have to introduce a third plot into this show. So that's going to be fun. Keep donating. I'm going to say if we can get another Big Bad Evil Monster, that would be really, really rad. Let's see if we can get to that. I'll post information about that during the break. Please stay tuned. We'll be right back in 5 minutes. You guys rock!
5 minutes. Bye. Welcome back to the second half of our epically long show that we are having tonight here on Hazards and Hijinks with our amazing cast. We've already had quite the adventure and successfully claimed the crown of seasons. However, we have also murdered one of the queens, and there is now a power vacuum forming that I'm sure many are eager to fill. So let's take our story to Endis, Bricen, and Veryl. You're now standing in this much sadder glen and pond area than you were in before, missing very clearly all of the fey creatures that had once been there. Endis, what are you doing?
Endis is furious. Endis is going to draw her sword from her back, and as she does and extends it, the blade splits in half like a butterfly knife, and she is literally just going to walk off into the bushes and start hitting things because she is so angry.
Understandable. Gotcha. Doing some basic damage over there to some trees that thankfully now do not have nymphs in them. That would have gotten you in trouble a minute ago.
Nope, just fighting a regular tree.
I'm gonna say you automatically hit. Go for Bricen, you
Hey, knock it off.
notice
I'm just growing here.
all the trees are technically sentient, but don't it's not a big deal. It's just like a recording. You don't have to really pay attention.
So annoying. Yes,
But
of course.
Bricen, you do notice that Veryl is pacing quite feverishly. Would you like to do something about that?
Veryl. Hey, Veryl.
Hmm,
Hey, Veryl.
Yes, Bricen, what?
Yeah. So I was thinking really, really hard. And you seemed to know the Fey Queen. And, you know, as we know, she kind of vanished. Do you think, you know, like where she could have gone? Because, you know, I'm just saying, like, the unicorn seemed pretty adamant to get the crown back. And I don't want the angel to come back to scream at us. So.
All right. Okay, me neither. And you know what? I do remember. Here's the thing about the Fey Queen, is when you get into her realm, she just instantly has this. She does something to you. It's like a light that is fueled with gas and just explodes in your face and you just can't remember anything. And I've been foggy this whole time. This whole place is enchanted. And you know what? If we could remember her true name, her secret name that I do vaguely remember her telling me one night when I was supposed to be doing a work for her. I was supposed to be doing a mercenary work for her. And, you know, what was it that she said that night? We didn't even end up doing it. We ended up doing something else.
Would you like to roll a history check and perhaps learn this information or relearn?
like to-
remember, that's the word.
I'd like to aid with that.
Excellent. Let's do the first D20 to see if Bricen's aid is successful. Okay, apparently it's going to be a 17, which means that Veryl, you absolutely start to get flashbacks of this drunken night with the Autumn Queen, where she reveals to you her secret name.
I've got it. I remember. Okay. So it was way before I even got into this whole adventuring business. It was back when I was still a troop member of the theater girl. It's a long story. The theater troop.
Okay.
It was a troop of lichens, and it's a long story. It was a werewolf troop, werebeast troop. Oh, and we put on a play. We put on a lovely play, and there were many in attendance, and everyone usually they usually just scatter after the show, but this one lovely maiden handed, she was quite enchanted with me, so we went back to her place, and we started drinking, and I remember now what she said. She revealed to me that her true name, which, by the way, if you say her name 3 times in some type of reflection, she will materialize.
Okay.
So if we say if we say her name 3 times, we will summon her. But this is why she doesn't tell people her name. You know, she always gives out fake names. You know, fake shell phone numbers as well. She's very shady that way. Her name was Gaslightania.
Gaslightania.
Yes, and we can draw her out. And since we don't have a reflection, I suggest that you and Ennis, because I don't think that it'll work if I do it. I think if the 2 of you face each other and just mirror each other's movements like a reflection, and you say it together 3 times, I think that will summon her.
Okay. That sounds great. I'm gonna go over to Endis and be like, hey, are you done punching that tree?
What?
That's a good idea.
I lower my sword, not all the way, just kind of mid-swing. I could be.
Okay. Well, if you're still like trying to, kill the tree, we can wait, I think. But if you're done, we came up with this really cool plan to try to bring back the Fey Queen so we could try to get that crown back. But if you're busy, it's okay.
I guess I can always fight an inanimate object later. Okay. Lay it on me.
You did a real number on that sentient tree. Good job.
Thanks, Veryl.
I'm very nervous around Endis.
So, as a group, they find the stillest part of the pond in which they can see a reflection, all leaning over together. Do you all say the name Gaslightania together 3 times?
Oh, there's a pond. Excellent. Yes, we could do that.
Yes.
Excellent. And as the heroes do this fantastical incantation, behind them, they see the reflection, very strange and wispy, of this tiny fairy queen of autumn, and they quickly notice the top of her head is open and dripping guts and ghouls, and in fact they have summoned the ghost of the queen, and she is wrath-filled. Prepare for battle.
I'm so angry right now. Ooh, I'm so mad. Look at my new background. That's how mad I am.
Exactly. Immediately off the bat, she slices through all 3 of you with her ghostly energy, doing, let's roll a 1d8, please.
Ooh.
That is a crit. All right, so you all have the choice now. Well, let me double check. Okay. Endis and Bricen, would you like to take 8 points of damage or have something really, really bad happen?
I'm going to take the damage.
Excellent choice.
I'm gonna have something really, really bad happen.
Excellent choice. All right. 8 points of damage to Endis. My dear Bricen, you find your lungs frozen in terror, making it impossible to breathe. You are incapacitated this round. That would leave Veryl. Would you like to take 7 points of damage or have something really bad happen?
I'll take 7 points of damage.
Alrighty. The Ghost Queen lets out an eerie southern shriek. Excellent, excellent. And that means now we have the first person to go will be Endis. Since you were most recently in combat, you already have adrenaline pumping through your system. What would you like to do on your turn?
I mean, the fact that it was a tree didn't stop me, so I'm gonna attempt to I'm gonna attempt to stab the hell out of this ghost reflection.
Fantastic. Okay. Do you want to turn around and you don't just stab the pond? Let's go for the ghost. Yes.
Yes. Oh, I thought we were looking at the reflection in the
Well,
pond. Yes,
don't
I will
mean to
stab the
interrupt,
ghost.
and this might change the strategy, but we just got another big bad evil monster courtesy of the audience. So
Goodness.
in the skies, something is going to descend down and contribute to this fight, making it a three-way fight. In addition, it looks like we have gifted the players 2 health potions and a trap. So that will be at your discretion, DM, when you hand those out. But we got a big bad evil monster looming in the skies. We got 2 potions and a trap.
Yes. From the skies, you hear a blood-curdling yodel as a giant of the peaks falls from a nearby mountain. It's their Ruth Springer. He's out on an adventure and is ready to do some damage.
Oh, it looks like you guys are punching and kicking and stuff. Can I join in? I'm going to punch. Look at me punch this tree. Kapow!
Yeah, that happens. So let's roll 1d10 to see exactly how much damage we all take from this new big bad evil monster. Thank you so much, audience. I love this.
How many
It's a 5. It is
Superior-
gonna hit.
superior voice in the sky? Do we have, how many potions do we have, healing potions? And when can we take them?
According to my count, you now all have 2 healing potions. Is that correct, Inferior?
That is correct. There is 2 for each player in this group, and they're a free action, so you can literally take them whenever you want. All you have to do
I'm gonna
is
take mine now.
taking my magic potion.
Well, I'm taking my magic potion.
Excellent choice. Do it. Fantastic. And so that was
Oh, look at the weak little elf drinking your magic potion. I will crush you.
I'm so happy with all my choices. Anyways,
Oh my gosh, that's like a lot of energy. I'm just gonna like lay back, let him kick your ass, and then I'll kill you later, okay?
that's probably a good plan, Undead Queen of Autumn. So
They
we've
call
got
me Castlevania because I like blow people off. 'Cause
oh,
I light people up.
yes, obviously. Yeah. Endis and Bricen, would you like to take 5 points of damage or have something really bad happen?
I'll take the damage.
All right.
I'm gonna take that damage.
Take that damage. And then we are going to go back to our.
I didn't actually go.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I'm pretty sure Endis hasn't actually gotten their turn. Would you like to drink your health potion on your turn?
Yes, I sure am gonna do that.
Go for it. And then, of course, you still have your action. What would you like to do?
I'm going to do a simple attack against the giant.
I love it. And will you be using your magical weapon?
I will be using my magical weapon.
Excellent. That is going to be 2d6 of damage.
Oh, can I assist with my magical weapon?
What was that, Inferior?
Because it's a standard, it would be 3d6.
I misheard. I heard simple. So 3d6, correct. Thank you very much. We want to do as much damage to this big bad evil monster as possible. However, before we roll those 3d6, let's roll a d20 to find out if Veryl is going to be successful in their assist. That is successful. You now roll 4d6 as your butterfly sword whisks across his body.
Okay.
Arr.
Oh, I'm so afraid of butterflies. Oh, look, it's cutting into me. My name is Sebastian, by the way. No one asked, but I thought I'd let you all know. Yeah!
Sebastian, got it. Thank you. All right, Sebastian, you take 10 hit point damage. You feel the pain, but it's not much for selects of you. Next, we will have Bricen. Bricen, what would you like to do with your turn?
Am I still frozen from that really bad thing that happened to me?
That was the last round. So
Okay.
now
Oh,
you
that's
are
a-
unfrozen, but you do still have a lot of damage that you've taken.
Yes, I would like to drink a health potion. And then I would like to attack. Make a standard attack. I'm gonna just put my fist up and let's just go start boxing.
Bring it on, tiny man. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go.
And
No,
you're
let's go. Let's go now.
in this
Why are you
moment, your
panicking?
hands
Go.
are epic weapons. So yes, a standard attack plus the epic weapon bonus should be 3d6. Another 10 points of damage. The peak giant grunts as you give him a really hard hit, but kind of you have this moment where you lock eyes and sort of a shared mutual respect is formed over two fighters that love a good brawl.
Yo, you're cool. Once I kill you,
Same.
I will build a calm to you, and I will have my children come, and I will go, that guy was cool, but you'll be dead.
Not if I get you first.
Oh, good rebuttal. I like it. Simple and to the point.
Veryl, it is now your turn. What would you like to do?
I'd like to talk. I'd like to conspire with Endis to figure out a way to defeat the Ghost Queen, while Bricen keeps the giant busy.
Certainly. You find that when you hold your enchanted weapons that you all now share this link to the unicorn may act as a link to each other, and you are allowed to share a brief moment of psychic conspiratorial communication.
Excellent. Endis, you're a scholar.
Yes. Where are you going with this?
Well, what do you know about how to kill a ghost? I mean, I imagine it's difficult 'cause the ghost's already dead, but if we don't kill this ghost, I think that Gaslightania will kill us. She holds on to grudges in life, and I'm assuming she will hold it long into death. And if we don't kill her, not only will she kill us, she'll haunt us as ghosts. So we really need to get rid of her. Do you know anything about how to get rid of, just to kill a ghost? Do you know anything about that?
Well, I have something I can try if we can't think of anything, but let me think. I don't know if you can kill a ghost, but I know you can banish one.
That would be good. She deserves it.
We said her name to bring her here, right? What would be
Right.
the reverse of that? Maybe we can just send her back.
Ah, yes. The reverse of Gaslightania, to send her back. Okay. Well, would you do maybe the word backwards, or maybe just the antithesis of that word? Gaslightania is very she's very
Hey, I'm
boastful.
sorry to interrupt. Is there going to be more fighting, or are we doing like a strategy session? Because I can help. I'm super duper.
Go back to fighting our other monk, okay?
Okay, I was gonna offer some advice, but
someone-
you don't want none
Leaving
advice.
me in the middle of us fighting?
We're
So-
I'm so
clearly
sorry.
split.
Ah!
You're neglecting your opponent. Very rude.
Indeed, very rude. However, he is correct. Your time to have your psychic communication, because really you were just sort of muttering to yourselves and giving each other very pointed looks during this entire time. But it is still your turn, Veryl. You must make the call. What are you going to do?
Okay, well, I am going to stride up to the ghost, and I am going to intimidate the ghost lady, the queen, into telling me the
Have a
secret of
name,
how to banish
bitch.
her.
You literally used it. You created it. Like, call me by my name.
Created the name. I did not create. You always play these games. Say that again. What did you just say? I want to hear. I'm going to remember this, because you always say things and I forget, and then you tell me it was different. So say it
No,
again.
I'm sorry. I'm stepping on your toes. Intimidate me. Ooh, I'm so scared. I don't have a head. Oh my god. How's this guy gonna scare me?
Oh.
Would you?
Oh, really?
You could do an intimidation check in this moment. You do have that ability. However, you might find it slightly more successful if you wanted to use one of your skills or transform in some way.
I should probably. Well, I think. Transform into a yes. Well, but I still do think I should try the backwards name banishing. Let's just try it out.
Veryl, you know that truly in the Fey culture, when we're talking about the opposite in the backwards of something that is a spoken word, what they mean is something that is sung. And you instantly feel inside you that if you were to sing her name,
Yes.
this would be a way to banish the ghost of the Queen of Autumn.
Yes. Okay. You're right. I'm going to have to dig deep and get back in touch with my old performer ways that I left behind. Okay.
Yes. Let's roll that d20 plus 1 d6, please. And a 12 is exactly what you need. Congratulations, Veryl. Paint the picture for me. What is it like going back to your roots of singing in this moment?
Well, my mouth is dry, and I'm remembering the night that I met Gaslight Tanya, and I'm remembering how, and I'm just putting myself back there and remembering how good it felt to get to hear her compliments, even though she totally ghosted me afterwards, and I don't even know if she really liked me for my singing or if it was just my beautiful face. But I am now full of emotion, and I feel like I can actually really live in the moment, and I can really put that emotion into my singing, and I'm going to begin.
Excellent. You do
Okay.
indeed find the soul of the voice of the spirit inside you and sing out to the name so beautifully.
No, I'm going to do it. I'm going to actually show this. I've got it. I've got the melody.
I believe in
Why?
you. Yeah.
Gaslight Tanya, you're such a manipulative wench. So it is fitting that I will banish you by saying the opposite. You are a inspirational, kind, very zen. What am I trying? You're a paragon of virtue. Oh, I've got it. Humility, humility, humility. And I banish you because you are nothing. You're stuck up and full of yourself. That's the opposite of you, Gaslight Tanya.
Oh my gosh, the man who I ghosted has ghosted me. My unfinished business. I see the light. There's nothing in death, just oblivion.
Farewell. Good riddance.
Beautiful work, beautiful work. And you live in this moment of success, oh, so briefly, before you see the peak giant raise his mighty mace above his head, ready to swing down on all of you again. However, we don't have time for that. We've got to get back to our other adventurers. Meanwhile, in the glade of beauty, now covered in viscera, from the Autumn Queen holding the crown, you see that all of the Fae around you are frozen in just disbelief that this has happened in front of their very eyes. Bubbles, you do feel that the crown of seasons is slightly warm to the touch. Maybe even if there's a little bit of a buzzing feeling in your hands, it kind of tickles a little bit to hold. Cupcake, you're feeling quite successful about your pastry's effectiveness. It really barely a nibble, and the whole top of her head was gone. That was really quite impressive, quite impressive. What are you going to do now?
I'm gonna shotgun my health potion. And then I'm going to grab Bubbles. I think running. I think running's good. Running's good.
I'm not gonna lie, when we blew up the queen, I thought all the other nymphs were gonna blow up just because of how these things normally go, but that didn't happen. So I'm gonna put the crown, because the Fey Queen is, I assume very slim and slender and had a small head. So I'm gonna put it on as like an armband, like barely fit on my arm, just because I don't know how else to better secure it and also move.
Yes.
So I'm gonna do my classic pick up Cupcake under my carrying and running arm. And we're gonna speed out of there as fast as I can with an athletics check.
Hey, ladies, let's get out of this tub, jump into some trees, chase them down, and kill them. Oh my gosh, that sounds like so much fun.
Yeah, that is indeed the situation. You are now in a race against the Fae to see if you can escape them. Let's do an athletics check for Bubbles, a D10 plus 1d6. Let's see what the better you do, the better you do. Ooh, that does very well against the Fae. Very nice. So yes, Cupcake, you consent to being taken and carried.
Absolutely.
Great.
Carry me as far as you want.
Fantastic. You do feel the tug on your souls leading you directly to the pixie that you met before, successfully evading most of the Fae, although you will never truly know which trees have nymphs in them and which do not.
They all do. Aha.
But you do find the clearing that you were in before, and you call upon Mama Pixie, and she appears. So, did you get it?
I mean, she's super dead.
I pull the crown off of my arm and I offer it to
I'm
her.
gonna snatch it out of Bubbles' hand.
I'm gonna make a charisma check again to see if I can do better this time. I do not have proficiency.
No, so that's just a straight D20 against my person, fairy category person. What do we get? D20, charisma. The fates are deciding. They mull slowly. You do better. This is much better than last time.
I have a crown for her this time.
You do have a crown for her. You also tell though that she still very much looks at you like you're a puppy. Yeah, a sweet puppy that brought her a really nice
am
stick.
cool with that.
But she does. Cupcake, you clearly notice the annoyance on her face as you pull the crown away, just as she is about to grab it. Okay, so a new deal, right? New deal. That's what we want. Your souls, obviously, I relinquish them. You did indeed kill my sister. That was, I was watching through my magical mirror and just, pastries. Never would have. I loved it.
Your souls have rashes on them now. Don't ask questions.
What?
Children, it's so hard to control them.
Do we feel the souls are we good?
You feel the tether to your soul being released, and you know that you are no longer under her power, and that particular contract has been completed to the way it meant to be. So for the crown, what do we want? All right, let's just get down to it, nitty gritty.
Well, we want our stuff back first of all.
I gave you all your
so
stuff at the beginning of the mission.
How do you think I blew the head off?
Goodness, good.
Wait, where's my backpack then? And I look, and my backpack has literally been sitting on the ground in the clearing the whole time.
It's not my fault you didn't take it.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. You're so pretty, and I put my backpack back on.
It's cute. So the crown. How about 100 gold? You things like gold, right? How's that sound?
Hey mama Zita. Hey mama Tron.
Yeah, I heard you the first time. You don't have to say it 500 times.
I'm sorry. Hey, I think they want us to fix that robot.
What robot?
Ah, the familiar. Would you
Oh,
like
It,
some
Stan,
assistance?
wait, what's wrong with Stan?
His settings are still messed up.
Somehow that happens.
I'm basically a blender right now. I make a mean pesto, but I can't knead dough for shit.
No.
Stan.
Which I'm obviously going to need. We need to replenish some Ezekiel's that blew off a fairy queen's head. But also I think maybe a crown is worth more than just fixing my familiar or just.
Oh, it's an
I don't know
accessory.
I don't know if you know how much money I make selling these things, but it's a lot.
Honestly, money has no meaning to me in general. We sleep on piles of them.
Yeah.
We have that in common with dragons. It's very fascinating.
So then what you're saying is that in addition to fixing Stan up, is that we could have like a couple million gold?
Each.
I mean, a million. That's a number I've never heard of. Is it more than 100?
Yes.
Yeah.
We don't really need to count bigger than 100. We're just like, oh, it's a lot. After that point, we're just like, it's a
Yeah,
lot.
let's just say a lot.
A lot.
Just say a lot.
A lot. Yes.
But
no.
I would like the specific number in this deal to be 4 million, 2 million to each of us, because if we make the deal and we just put the number a lot on it,
We
I
don't know.
want specifics.
Again, I cannot
This
count
Brian
higher than
Keeper, she's so smart. You see that?
Don't worry, I can count higher than 100, so I'll count.
Mama, donga, mama.
Yes, younglings. What is it?
So we could also just crawdad them.
I mean, yes, we could.
I mean, like,
Yes. I mean, it does sound very tedious to try to do this whole counting thing. I've never been a fan of it.
I'll just
Absolutely.
do it
Yeah.
under their feet.
Yeah, you've been such good little younglings all
Yeah.
day long. I think you should get to have some fun. Absolutely. Go ahead and kill them. We'll just take the crown when they're dead.
Wait, what?
I immediately throw a Henry at these children.
All right, let's to throw the Henry before they have the chance to make their attack. It's gonna be pretty easy, but I still want you to do a check. Go ahead and you don't have any physical skills, so it's just gonna be a
not
flat
one.
D20. Let's see how you do.
I'm
It's a
3 feet
DC8,
tall and I
so.
have nothing physical about me.
It is a DC8, so roll it. You
Yes.
literally barely just in time are able to throw
Oh no!
I'm gonna, as soon as that happens, grab Cupcake and grab Stan.
All right.
I'm glad I got to be grabbed this time.
Are we running? What's
We're
the
running,
goal?
run.
Okay,
We're
and
running.
I go.
All right, we are running. Okay, that's going to be an
Oh, let's
athletics
go
check.
get 'em.
Athletics check with an advantage, or not?
With a D6, yes. So a D20 and a D6. That's a 7. That's not. That's
No.
You run. You start running, and then you kind of run right into a bunch of bushes, and it slows you down, and then suddenly you notice that the bushes are like kind of being like, "Ow, ooh, who's waking us up? This is really rude." And you might in fact be in a pile of sentient bushes owned by the Spring Queen of the Fae, who you have now officially pissed off, and she is going to do a D8 attack.
Oh, I got all my HP back when I took that potion, did I not?
Got all of your HP back,
Okay, good.
and your bomb has incapacitated the minion pixies for the round.
Beautiful.
That 5 does hit both of you. So you are going to, let's see, that beats both of your ACs by 3. So that is either going to be 4 points of damage or something bad happens.
4 damage is fine. Thank you so much for that health potion.
I'll
Audie.
take the 4 damage back.
Take the 4 damage.
Should
All right, you feel the brambles sort of waking up with the command of their queen to squeeze, and the thorns bleed you, and you lose your HP.
This is for Timothy.
Oh my god.
We're giving you a good hug.
That is going to bring it back to Cupcake. It is your turn. What would you like to do?
I mean, I think we just shake the basket again. It worked the first time, right? Time to fry more foliage. It'll be fun.
Okay, that's gonna be another random chance, odd or even cupcake.
Let's go odd.
Odd. Let's roll a d6. It is a 4, which is even. So instead of an explosive popping out, one of your tastiest treats, the one that most aromatic, comes out and wakes all of the minion pixies out of their daze, and they are immediately swarming it and momentarily you.
Hey, was there sage in this? I think there is sage in this.
All right, we're gonna roll a 1d6 for the pixie minions. Let's see how they do.
Let's get them, girls.
One indeed misses. They're preoccupied with. They're still viciously and terrifyingly swarming the pastry, and not you yet.
It does smell really good.
Bubbles, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna try to run again.
Sure. Yeah, do another athletics check.
Yeah, athletics.
D20 plus 6, yes. I mean plus a D6. 16, that's much better than last time.
I love running.
Yes, so I'm gonna say that you are freed from your trapped condition. The brambles no longer have a hold on you. You're definitely still within chasing range, though, of the fairy queen and her pixie minions. That is going to be the fairy queen. She is going to do a D8 roll to attack.
As we're running, I look at Cupcake and I say, those do smell really good.
I promise I will make you all the Catherines in the world if we get out of here.
Bestie.
All right, that was a 6, which thoroughly hits both of you. So you either can take...
Right after that touching moment.
So that's going to be you guys. So you get to take 5 points of damage or have something really, really bad happen.
I'll take the damage.
5 points of damage.
I think I have to take the bad thing just in case, because 5 is a lot.
All right, in a maneuver to dodge this very intense attack, you fall off of Bubbles and are no longer being carried by Bubbles, and you are now
Bestie.
Oh no.
I still have Stan though.
Okay.
You still have Stan, 100%. This is true. All right, that is going to be the cupcake, right? Yeah, that's the cupcake.
Okay, I would like to place I'm gonna take some Louises out of my bag. They're about yay big, and they essentially become landmines. And I'm gonna put them in a line in front of me, in between me and them.
All right, and
Come at me.
Gotcha. You've got landmines. You put them down. What would you like to happen with these?
If they come too close to me, these should explode.
Excellent. Okay, and the pixies are very actively pursuing you. So we're gonna say that we're gonna let's make that a standard attack. Let's roll 2d6 to see how much damage they do. All right, for my minions, oof. You see bruises, you see bloody noses. They're not looking good.
You know I make baked goods, but I really hate children.
You're valid.
Yeah, they're enraged not only by the massive amounts of damage you just inflicted on all of them, but also that you called them children, because truly they are quite a bit older than you. It's just within the Fey culture they are still considered younglings.
Yeah, it's more about our maturity level, not our age. I'm a fucking great grandma, you jerk. I'm gonna kick your ass.
I tried to keep them safe, and you know how children are. They're going to do what they're going to do. And what they are going to do is a 1d6 attack. Ouchie! That beats you guys by 3 again. So it's another 4 points of damage or something. Pretty bad.
I can't take any more damage.
Yeah. We think we just need to go with what's really bad.
Yeah,
Just take
yeah.
it.
Let's do it.
Really bad. All right, I love it when really bad things happen. So the pixies start getting into your eyes. They're flashing little lights and their weird little smells, and you find that you can no longer see. You have the blinded condition inflicted upon you. Yes. It is now the queen's turn again. She is actually quite proud of her children because she was planning. Darlings, I was just about to blind them myself, and then you did it for me. Fantastic. In that case, gosh, let's just have your feet stuck into the mud permanently. Yes, let's do that. And you are rooted to the ground in your spot as she uses her special attack to hold you in place.
Feet stuff, feet stuff, feet stuff. Now they're dirty.
The brambles come and start twining around you and licking at your ankles in weird ways.
Oh, I hate this.
Right.
This is the worst.
So, like, I could just kill you. You will understand that. But I much prefer to make deals, especially because if I make 30 deals in a month, then I get a special badge from my association. So let's just say you're going to give me the crown in exchange for me fixing your little robot friend. Yes? Does that sound acceptable?
Okay. First of all, are you in an MLM situation? Do you need help getting out? Like, what is happening here? Because 30 for
it's a family
badge.
business. You don't need to worry about it.
Okay.
Sure.
Maybe your business is none of our business.
Yeah,
Maybe.
Maybe we'll just let you do that. But I'm gonna just bare minimum what we're gonna need for this crown. 1, out of the ground. 2, not blinded. Seems fair enough. Fixed Stan. We walk away scot-free after this. And the most gold that your not children can carry. Not to be less than 100 each.
Interesting offer.
No counting necessary.
No counting needed. Literally just have them pick up a handful and bring it to us.
We're also all saying all of this as we like literally can't see, so we're not even looking at her. She's like walking around. We're like, yeah, totally.
My children are drawing funny faces on your faces.
Yeah, we probably
Mama.
Yes.
Mama.
Yes.
Mama.
Yes.
Mama.
Yes.
Mama. Do you want us to make them clear of the reality of the situation they're in, or do you have a villainous monologue you want to do?
Oh, I do love a good monologue.
And
we don't have time. The banquet is going to start soon, and I need to show up with a crown of seasons on my head. So, you know what? How about this counter offer? You are released, you are healed, and your little friend is fixed, and I will give you whatever gold I have on me. How's that? Because at this point it's starting to feel easier just to kill you.
I think we should take it.
Yeah, I can live with that.
Okay, yes, awesome.
Fantastic. She again is a pixie, and her pockets are able to hold about 3 gold pieces, and she chucks them at you.
Whatever.
And grabs the crown away from you, and it magically shrinks down to her size again. She places it on her head. It was lovely doing business with both of you. I have to go and claim my rightful place on the throne. Thank you very much. And her and her children disappear, and you find you are not only freed from your restraints and also your sight restored, but you are back to full health.
Thank goodness.
Oh, that was so scary.
I'll take the healing. I don't know why we didn't think to ask for healing in the first place.
Yeah, that's a really good point, Cupcake.
I'll deal with less gold if I get the healing. Yeah.
I look, I'm needing dough.
Oh my God, Stan, you
proud
look
of you,
amazing.
Here, Stan,
was-
here, take this. And I take some stuff out of my bag and start pouring all of it into Stan. We need to make more Ezekiel's. There you go,
I
bud.
needed some low fat milk in me.
Yeah.
That is just what the doctor ordered. Bless math.
Yeah.
Oh, you all the master negotiators, because they were like gonna kill you, and then somehow you were like, no, and then they were like, okay. That was great.
Thanks, Stan.
But a pixie being a Fey queen would be like a calamitous event that would probably cause the entire Feywild to like bleed out into reality and kill everyone.
Wait, what? I thought.
At this moment, two beautiful women, one with perfect silver locks, the other one a strawberry blonde pixie cut, appear in front of you and are like, "You're the ones that gave her the crown? Was that you?"
Well, we were gonna.
Dave is like
killed.
not. Yeah, Dave's not the word. I would go with.
All
Like,
right, no, yeah, I don't want
coerced or
to. You're
threatened.
coming with us, and you feel
What?
magical tethers wrap around you and secure you together. You're gonna have to explain this because it's not okay. And you are magically teleported to the Fey Court. And with that, we are going to take our third 5-minute break of the episode. We will be back in 5 minutes. Everyone, get your snacks, get your drinks, get whatever it is that helps you relax on a Friday night. Thank you all so much for being here. I cannot even, it's going to be insane. Come back for the finale of this amazing episode.
In just 5 minutes, we're going to see the conclusion. What's going to happen in the Fey Court? Who knows? Thank you so much, everyone who's donated so far. Like I said, our total currently stands at 195. We are little over 100 away from hitting our goal. So please help us out. Small donations, big donations, whatever you want to throw our way. Every little bit helps. It all goes for abortion assistance throughout the entire country. This is one of the oldest reproductive rights organizations in the United States. They've been triple vetted by everyone here. We are very proud to be donating to them. So please help us so that we can do some great stuff and continue to go on this great adventure. All right, see you at 5.
Welcome back for the thrilling conclusion of tonight's episode of Hazards and Hijinks. Thank you all so much again for all the amazing donations you've been making so far. We've had big bad evil monsters, we've had plot twists, we have had traps, we have had a whole slew of health potions, which clearly have been quite valuable and much needed. Thank you very much. Keep it coming. It all goes to a good cause. Literally 100% of everything you donate to us tonight is going directly to WRRAP to assist with reproductive rights and access to abortion and contraception for everyone in all 50 states of these United States of America. So we return to Endis, Bricen and Veryl, huffing and puffing and facing down a peak giant who has his mace high above his head, ready to strike.
I am so ready to strike.
So ready to strike. But before he can bring down the mace, a whoosh of fresh, crisp air and honeysuckle appear, and we see the unicorn standing in front of you, at first facing the peak giant, and then quickly turning to look at all of you, very disappointed. You are terrible at this. She already has the crown and she's at the court. We have to get it back. We can't let that trashy little pixie wear my crown of seasons. Is this your friend?
There's a pixie now?
Hello, yeah, I'm Sebastian. I'm their good friend. I'm really good friends with the
Yeah.
pixie one, but I'm good friends with everybody, yeah.
Oh, that's great. Okay, then I'm going to take all of us to the Fey Court immediately.
Oh,
because-
whoa,
Let's go!
And poof, you all find yourself transported to the Fey Court, where currently a very stern silver-haired woman is standing next to a very loud yelling woman with a strawberry blonde pixie cut. And they're both saying, she can't be the queen of seasons. She's a pixie. It's their fault. And pointing over to where you see Bubbles and Cupcake restrained and gagged, unable to defend themselves, but stuck into this situation. And you feel the warmth coming from your enchanted unicorn weapons, and the unicorn's voice in your mind resonates, saying very clearly, well, we could make an argument that it's mine, but I'd have a hard time proving that, so I think you should just kill them all and get me that crown. What do you do? I'm going to ask Endis first. I think your mind would be the quickest in this situation. What would you do?
In this moment, Endis is going to, I want to roll an insight or something like that to figure out who is in charge of the three of them.
Excellent. Endis, we're going to call this a history? Yes, we're going to call this a history check. So that's a d20 plus a d6.
Well,
3. So yes.
Cool.
Yeah, at this moment, what you can see with your eyeballs is that there is a small pixie with a crown of petals that are made out of crystals standing on one side of the room. On the other side of the room are these two women with their prisoners. And in the middle, you just see a large assortment of fey creatures slowly sort of picking one side of the room to stand on or the other. That is all the information I will give you about power dynamics in this situation. What would you like to do?
I'm going to sprint across the room, draw my sword, and try and cut the pixie in half.
Excellent choice. All right. You will get your turn, giant. All right. That is going to be enchanted weapon plus the fact that you already have a magical weapon, your butterfly. I'm assuming you're using your butterfly sword for this? Yes, exactly. And do you want to do a simple, standard, or power attack?
I would like to do a power attack.
Excellent choice. So that gives you a total of 5d6 in damage.
Can I aid even though I am bound? Or no?
How exactly do you think you would help? Make that argument to me.
I'm gonna just yell, yes!
You are bound and gagged. So
Just kidding. So I'm gonna say,
all right. We're gonna roll a d20. We're gonna find out if that helps or not. Technically, you do help. So what was it? It was 5, so it will be 6d6.
sometimes you can just tell that muffled screams are muffled screams of encouragement.
They are also like Endis, like this person is very attractive, and let's like be fair. Just looking at someone pretty is inspiring. You know, yeah. Like they have a makeover. They seem really fresh. Yeah.
Is canonical that Bubbles has a thing for Hollyleaf elves. That is a canonical.
It is
Of all, because I mean Bubbles has a thing for everything, but at the tippy top is Hollyleaf elves. So
What was that damage again? 66 total. Yes. Woo, 20. What, 29? There were 4 6s. Okay, right. Well, you just one-shotted my boss. So that happens. Yeah. Tell me exactly how you just eviscerate the pixie who is also the Queen of Spring and is also wearing the crown of seasons in one hit.
Going from completely silent and standing trying to assess the situation, I take off sprinting across the room. By the time I get to her, my butterfly sword is already extended. And when I get to her, I swing it around so the blades cross each other and cut her in half. And I would like to catch the tiny crown.
Oh, we want to catch the tiny crown, do we now? We're getting all these ideas of all the things that we can do in our turn. No, I'm gonna call it at the history check and attack.
Fair.
That murdered my big baddie. So, but I will say that in this moment, the crown is in the air and could be taken by anybody. The next to act would be my peak giant.
Ominous voice in the sky. I don't mean to interrupt,
but you did, so.
Yeah, but because we got a new donation.
Oh.
And it was for $20, which by my account means big bad evil monster.
Sure.
And maybe some potions.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. If that's what they want, we're here for the audience. If that's what they want done with their $20, do we double check that they want
they unlocked the big bad evil monster. They haven't responded.
Okay.
So I'm gonna make the executive. Oh, we gotta roll the dice. So yeah, I'm gonna say a big bad evil monster and then 3 either potions or 3 traps with your approval.
Okay, well, let's see. It is at this moment, Bricen's, well, actually, no, it's peak giant, odd or even.
My name is Sebastian,
Yes.
and I refuse to play this game. I say traps all the way around.
Well, you heard Sebastian.
I am the big bad evil monster after all.
Yes,
and
but
I
you're
don't
the
stop
last
punching
one. There's a
everybody.
new one. Okay, settle down, Sebastian.
Okay, I'm sorry. I just got very excited. Let's do even then.
No, Sebastian, I wanted you to pick what happens and you picked. So we will go with that. We're going to go with traps. It's going to happen.
I feel really good about this group. You're all super cool. I like you a lot.
I don't you're also start thinking about what you're going to do on your turn once I decide what I'm going to do with all this new stuff. Okay. So, we all are frozen in this moment. The Queen of Spring has been eviscerated. Her crown is flying through the air now with a second coating of blood for the day. And we see that all of the brambles and nymphs that were on her side of the room just sort of fall to their knees and wail and spread their vines out. So now the entire room is covered in these thorny vines and everyone is going to take 1d6 of damage. Literally everybody. So what's my d6 of damage for this trap? All right, let's see. For those of you with a 1 AC, you can take 3 points of damage. And for those of you with the 2 AC, you can take 2 points of damage. Now, we all have a big baddie, a new one, because not only did you come an old one, but the audience decided to gift me a new one. Thanks, audience. So you hear the heart-stopping sound of hoofs. Not just one set of hooves, not just 10 sets of hooves, but 100 hooves you hear as if thunder rains down above you. And in through the doorway burst the Brigade of the Hole, which is really just the band that plays at the Unicorn Hole. It says there, and 5 unicorns come in determined to assist in helping their lead singer get back her most favorite accessory. So everybody is going to take another d6 of damage as this squad just rains down some unicorn wrath on your ass.
Like a rainbow in the dark.
I'd like to take my other potion at some point.
You can do that on your turn.
Oh.
For those of you with 1 AC, I will give you a choice this time. Do you want to take the 4 points of damage, or would you like something bad to happen?
I will take it.
Take the damage.
I'm gonna take that damage.
Take that damage. And then for my AC2s in the group, would we like to take 3 points of damage or have something weird happen?
I'll take
Take the damage.
You say weird?
All right. I was going to say, do I have a whole group of masochists? Okay. Something weird. Cupcake, you are currently bound and gagged, and you've got little thorns pricking at your feet. But in this moment, you also notice one of the baby pixies whose mama has just been murdered sort of come and sit on your shoulder and just start crying really loudly in your ear. But clearly it likes you for some reason, but it's just, it needs some comfort. So it's just kind of clinging to your throat and crying. That's what's happening right now.
Sorry to interrupt that tender moment, but we got another donation. This one is going to be enchanted armor to the entire cast. So your armor now is going to increase by 1, making it even harder for the cruel DM to hit you. Huzzah!
Huzzah! You audience.
Thank you all for the donation that we very much appreciate.
Oh, and ominous voice in the sky.
Yes.
I just want to point out that actually Veryl can drink his health potion whenever he wants. That is part of the rules.
Oh, was that what you say? Is that what you say is the rule?
No, that's what the rules say. That's what the book says.
Oh, the rules. Who wrote the
Well,
rules?
then I'm drinking my potion and I'm healed somewhat.
All right, Veryl, go ahead. Drink your potion. Anyone else who wants
We
to
don't got
drink?
rules.
You
We
all,
don't
I
got
believe,
nothing.
have a health potion left.
Really?
My math is right.
I was supposed to do we?
And if you haven't done one this battle yet, you should all have a health potion left.
Great. I'm a chug that.
Do it.
Yes, I'm gonna
Won't yet. Oh,
drink
Everyone,
that.
make sure to hydrate. I say in the middle of battle, and we all drink our health potion.
Now,
Remember,
hang
you're
on.
gagged, so it's more
they're
just
still
like,
bound.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm like, and then I like pour the potion like through.
Can I
the
give
top of
them
the
their
bag, and I'm like,
potions?
"Ugh."
We're gonna say everyone has access and can get their potions and have them. As the Peak Giant's turn has arrived, Peak Giant, I'm gonna leave this up to you. Who would you like to attack on your turn? We've got a lot of choices here. We've got
Okay, yeah. Okay, so I'm still in the mindset of a big bad evil monster. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, Cupcake, odd or even.
even.
All right, let's roll that D4. I don't know. Oh no, that's an odd. I guess I'm going to power attack Cupcake, who's currently immobilized. So like that's just going to do crit damage. Yodel. Poof.
that's gonna be a
that's-
D8 attack.
God, that's well, no, it's I'm just gonna hit. So let's just do the 3-6. Yeah,
Oh, sure. Yeah, you're now like a character.
I'm a character. Yeah. So I
Yeah.
hit. So
So you get to
yeah.
do 3/6 of damage.
3-6. The poof.
Sebastian, you're going to break my game if you try that again.
Can I?
I'm from the audience, and they want to get broken.
Can I use my remaining 2 EP to try to like thrust my bound body in front of Cupcake?
I'm going to say for 2 EP, you can reduce that damage that just came.
Okay, I will do that.
Yeah, I'm going to say you can reduce it by 4.
My bestie is about to die. So all my EP is gone now.
Yes.
So how much did I take?
It was 11, which means now it is 7.
Okay. In this moment is when Cupcake will chug that health potion because I did it a minute ago.
Sorry to interrupt again. We have another donation, and this one's gonna be for a curse. So this one's going to get cursed. Do you want me to take this, or do you want to, DM?
Yeah, I would like to have my group of. It's going to. You all have been failing so much at your adventuring, and some of you have signed a contract with the Tankard Tavern to be good adventurers. And so Bubbles, Veryl, and Bricen, you all are going to be cursed. But I will let the DM decide I will let Inferior decide what kind of curse that you're going to receive.
Hey, this is Tavern Master over here at the Broken Taker Tavern. Y'all are a bunch of shingle dingles. So from now on, you can't do damage, you can only heal. Tough. Figure it out with your skills.
Okay. Cool.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Cool.
I guess.
Cool.
I like it. I approve. Actually,
I mean, the new kids, they can keep punching. They're top notch, but you know, those sugar boogers need to learn a lesson.
Yeah, it's
It's fine. I didn't even need to use. I haven't even had to break a sweat this whole adventure anyway. I'll just use my silver tongue to get out of this.
yes, you will. All right. That is going to now be those of you that have, yes, okay. So that's going to be Cupcake. Cupcake, what do you want to do? I will remind you, you are bounded, gagged, and you have a crying pixie on your shoulder.
So what I would really love to do, I need my hands for. So I'm trying to figure out the quickest way to get to that point.
Since I can't do damage anyway, can I use my action to aid in like trying to like rub our vines together so that the friction?
If you had an assist left for this round, but you have already used it to help Endis earlier.
Just kidding. So sorry.
However, you're not the only person capable of doing these sorts of things.
Could I
Bricen.
aid and try to help free hands?
Absolutely. Let's roll the d20, see how the aid goes.
Wait, can I also aid? Can more than one person aid?
Yes, you can.
I'm gonna aid too.
All right.
Let's go.
So Bricen is a success. Let's see what Veryl's d20 does. Hey, we have 2 successes. So I'm gonna call this a skill check of some variety. Engineering seems about right?
Cool.
You're trying
I
to
love
like
that.
figure out how this thing works and unworks. So that is a d20 plus 3d6.
4d6 because of the epic weapon.
Okay, well, you only needed a 12 to free yourself from this situation. So I'm gonna give you an extra action with such a high roll to tell me what you'd like to do after you free yourself.
I am going, because I assume that Stan has hovered near me in this time. I am going to take my basket. I'm going to dump about 10 Timothys into Stan and go, hey, make it shrapnel, okay?
All
and
right,
he can grind them up and find
That's
them.
been good. So am I just getting everybody like the whole
The whole
Any-
kit and caboodle.
Anybody that looks threatening should be blasted with some Timothy chunks. That's all I'm saying.
All right, I got a weird feeling about all these unicorns. You know how I
Yeah,
feel. It's a
yeah.
two-horn town. That's what I believe in.
Mhm.
So I'm just gonna walk up to all of them, and yeah, I guess I'll use kill command,
Sure.
which immediately kills any monster, including big bad evil monster. If that's cool with everybody.
I feel like there should be a roll involved in this.
Oh yeah, there it is. It's a D12.
Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna do a D12, but you're just if you get a 7 or higher, I'm gonna say you get to murder some unicorns.
I'm sorry, I had to reset my setting. I was still set to slow, so I had the southern accent. Stupid Fey.
Right. No, the Fae they want everyone to sound Southern. They're into that. But yeah, you also crit on this. So you described to me how you destroy the unicorn band.
So I walk up to them with my disfigured feet, courtesy of the pixies. I look them in the eyes. My mechanical cold eyes. I was taught to do one thing. That was bake. I have a special delivery for you. A baker's dozen of one-way tickets to oblivion! Goodbye, sweet cupcake, until you make me a new kaboom! And then I blow them all up.
Yeah, you do for sure. Like they didn't move
Every
at all.
unicorn in the forest, not even just the ones here, but like all of them.
I mean,
They're
yeah,
every
they
single
psychically
unicorn.
they all feel the death of their favorite band from their favorite bar, and they're all experiencing le petit ennui. So it definitely
Unicorn Hole will be a miserable place tonight.
yeah, it's gonna be a somber
Yes.
space.
It's going to be a tight community, and it's going to be very sad.
Yeah, I mean, I imagine it'll be very darkly lit and a lot of dampness from all the tears.
Yes, it's
Yeah.
it's going to take a lot of effort to force anything in there after this debacle.
Right. Yeah, for sure. But give them time, they will recover. Also ice helps. Anyways, next is the
Fact.
next is the Fey Queens. Summer and Mab step forward, seeing the just destroyed unicorns and their dead sister, and knowing their own other sister has also died this day. And clasping hands together, they raise them up and shout very clearly, "There need be no more fighting."
No
Isn't
more
that right,
fighting.
Mab?
Yes, we were totally in sync with that.
Yes, we are always in sync. For
Always.
summer and winter are always opposites that yet all are the same.
I
Everybody
respect
hates
you.
us. We're not
I
fun.
respect you. You're
Ugh.
hot. You're sticky.
Yeah.
I'm cold. I'm frigid.
Yes. So
I'm
frigid.
overbearing. I'm oppressive. I'm
Mm.
very close to taking over all of the Fae again.
I was going to
would
say,
never
I
do
think
that.
together, I think as a team together, you and I, we could do this. So with my magic abilities, I will grab the crown from the place that it has been hovering during this massacre, because that's how magic crowns work. When you throw them in the sky, they just stay up there until someone takes them.
And I will use my magic to produce our other sister's crown.
Indeed. The crown of seasons and the crown of death.
Well, I wouldn't
What?
call spring death. I mean, it's not pleasant for me, but
It's yeah, but I feel like nothing. I have really bad allergies, and so for me it's the death season, so I could never visit her. Anyways,
you're telling me.
we hear there are people in this room who may have murdered our sisters, but also I feel like perhaps the unicorns could have been involved. Heroes here. We will the pretty one. Let's unbind and ungag you. Can you explain to me Who is responsible for the deaths of our sisters?
Why didn't anybody tell me unicorns were real?
Okay, maybe not.
It's because they're overrated. Everyone makes such a big deal. I'm tired of hearing about unicorns.
I mean, yes, as are we. They're very gauche, truly.
Sister,
Yes.
sister, if I may,
You may.
holding this second crown reminds me of my tyrannical reign where I dominated all of the seasons. And I feel, as we are such companions, that you probably feel the same mega maniacal machinations working through your mind. And in this moment of lucidity, before I give in to my oppressive behavior, I see there are two beautiful Fey, this adorable little gnome and this extremely dangerous elf. And I think if we were to put the crowns upon their heads, they would ascend to the roles of the Fey Queens of spring and autumn.
It's a lot of work being a queen. I wasn't really excited about that idea. Just
That sounds like a great plan. You guys are so smart and pretty.
do you consent to this exchange?
Whoa.
I mean,
We're
can I
not
just-
talking
can-
to you.
Can I just ask to be the one of spring? I live in a mushroom. It really
Oh,
only
thank
feels
goodness.
appropriate.
I wanted to be Autumn so badly.
Okay, perfect. Then this
wonderful.
works out. Yeah,
Getting
we'll just do that.
along. Oh my gosh, this is such a good meet cute.
Kismet, right? I know. It's
Oh.
like it was always meant to work out this way. Fantastic. And the two Fey Queens bestow upon you the two crowns, one of autumn, one of spring. And you feel the extreme weight and expectation of having people look upon you to make choices to benefit them.
Hey, I'm a satyr and I want to know what's going to happen with inheritance tax.
Can you give them 1 minute, please,
I'm sorry,
Mr.
I'll-
Satyr?
I'm sorry.
We're having a moment. Come on.
Will they get a minute? Will they have their moment? Will the Fey realms ever recover from this insane shift in theocratic power? We will find out, or we won't. But you know what you can do? You can tune in to next week's show of H&H to get even more of all of this fantastic acting, these amazing stories, and to continue on the passionate road that we all share for tabletop role-playing games. Let's do a big round of applause and huzzah on 3. 1, 2, 3. Huzzah! Thank you all so much for being here. I want to put a special thanks to our guests for the evening, Abadonne, Kilbride, and Mallorie, Mize. They are both running channels here on Twitch that you can find. Abadonne has an amazing group, Sister Cities and Divine Intervention, which can be found on Exquisite Corpse Presents, a home
Those
for
rock.
unusual.
Go check them out. They're dope.
Yeah, do it. Don't interrupt me. Anyways, that is going to be twitch.tv/Exquisite Corpse Presents. And of course, Mallorie has an amazing channel here on Twitch as well. Homebrews and Homebodies for all your tabletop and video gaming needs. Can we give our special guests an extra round of huzzahs? Thank you. 1, 2, 3. Huzzah! We're so honored to have them here. So please go check out their channels. Send them love as much as we love them in real life. And thank you to all of you who donated tonight. That was insane. I don't know how
Our
any
total
of that.
was 265. We got to 265, which is incredible. Thank you so very much for that. We will be sending that over to WRRAP. We will get receipts. We will post those on our social media so you can see that. And we'll mark this down and make it like a regular thing. We'll do this maybe every couple of months or once a year. I don't know how we'll figure that out.
Get in the comments. Make it
Yeah, let us know
happen.
in the comments. Let us know what you think. Also, we will be having the new Fey Queens back, so look out for that. Also, if you want to guest on the show sometime, hit us up. Let us know. See if maybe we'll make it work.
Slide into those DMs, okay?
Yes. And we do have a show Monday, so come check it out. We don't know who's going to be in it yet because we were invested.
We 100% know, but it's a surprise.
Definitely know. We're definitely. You know who's going to be in that show? Sebastian!
With his blood-curdling yodel. Excellent. Thank you all so much. I'll pass off. Any last words from our cast? You're just amazing.
Oh, last word.
I'm gonna
Oh,
give it to you.
this was, I'm gonna
give it to you.
this was, yeah, this is wonderful, and I do hope that the new Fey queens make a reappearance.
Oh, they
And thank you
shall.
so much for the donations. This has
Yeah,
been
audience.
Yeah.
I was so
Incredible.
impressed.
You
And
know
also
what?
thank you
Let's
for
do-
engaging.
Let's do a last huzzah for our amazing audience tonight that helped us get to basically our goal. Like honestly, this has surpassed everything we have done before. So I'm
Yeah.
counting this as a huge win.
Yeah.
So on the count of 3 for our amazing audience, the best people on the internet. 1, 2, 3. Huzzah!
Yes.
Well, for tuning in, we'll see you next time.
Oh,
I can't believe they killed everybody except for us. Ah.
Let's raid somebody. Who should we raid, you guys?
oh
I
yeah,
don't know
let's
how to
raid somebody.
Make
Let's
that
see.
happen, Inferior. I don't know how to do that. It's far too
Hey,
What does that mean?
Well,
Oh,
my
it's a
phone
God
died. I
We're gonna
can't.
raid God mode, so we are going to raid God mode.
What does this mean? What's reading?
The Twitch thing.
You basically carry your audience to go watch somebody else. So they can like start watching their show and they can like stick around if they want, or they can leave after that. But
That's
You
cute.
don't just like leave them
Oh
on a
my
black
people to do
screen.
people.
Y'all, I don't know anything about Twitch.
It's okay. I